It's not oriented the same, and the cat's oriented this way, right? Where the spine is almost, not quite, but it's almost parallel with the vertebral column. And us humans, the spine is almost perpendicular practically to the vertebral column, all right? So that's why if you go to name these muscles in the cat, it doesn't, this doesn't look like the supraspinous fossa, it looks like the medial fossa, and this would look like the lateral. But this is the supraspinous fossa containing the supraspinatus, and then this is what again? Infraspinatus. This is the teres major, and then there's this one muscle back here. What's this? This one. Okay, rhomboideus major. Good. All right. Now, next is you pull. Be careful because these tear kind of easily. So again, here's more of rhomboideus major, right here, up to here, and that's it. Okay, that's rhomboideus major.
It goes all the way to the spine?
It does. Good. Good observation. Exactly. Extends from the spine, so from thoracic spinous processes to, so in the cat, this is really the posterior border, right? Mm-hmm. But in us humans, it's like that, so what border is it?
Medial.
Exactly. All right? So that's the medial border. So you have the rhomboideus, both rhomboideus muscles extending from the spinous processes of the thoracic vertebra to the medial border of the scapula. So clearly when these contract, they're going to pull the scapula in that direction. So they're going to do that. They're going to protract the scapula. They have other actions, but that's the one that I want you to remember. Now, as I said, right, this is major, this is minor. I said that in cats, a lot of times the major and the minor are inverted. So, yeah, opposite. So, in the case of the cat, the rhomboideus minor is like 5 times bigger than the rhomboideus major.
Is it like the same as a gluteus
in humans,
maximus?
it's like the complete contrary, the inverse. What?
It's like the gluteus maximus.
Yeah.
And the,
Okay, it is. Now, one thing that you can remember that pretty much applies is that the minor muscle is usually the more anterior or the more superior. Okay, just so that in case you forget which is which. Anyway, so that's rhomboideus minor, rhomboideus major. Again, origin is what?
Site of attachment.
Yeah, so you have to, like mentally, you have to be processing this. I don't know, like for a while Armando there was repeating everything I said, or it was Danny. If that works for you, or at least repeat it mentally, because you need to, you need to go home and you need to commit this to memory. Again, so the origin for the rhomboideus muscles is what? Yeah, the thoracic spinous processes, or spinous processes of the thoracic vertebra. And the insertion? Medial border of the scapula. And these, you should already know. I don't know if you remember. Right? But that's the supraspinatus and infraspinatus. These both insert into what? What bone? What bone?
Humerus?
The humerus. No, this one originates in the supraspinous fossa. You're right. This one originates in the infraspinous fossa, but they insert into what part of the humerus?
The greater tubercle.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay? All right. Okay, so we got the scapular muscles. We got those are all scapular. And then here, there is one last muscle here, okay? And that's this one. Okay. I don't, okay. Anyway, this is called the rhomboideus capitis, and I don't like calling it that. Because it's not a rhomboideus muscle. It has a different function. It elevates the scapula.
So levator scapula dorsalis?
Exactly, okay? Levator scapulae dorsalis is the name I prefer. But if you call it rhomboideus capitis, it'll be okay, all right?
Where is the ventralis? Does it have a vent? I mean, obviously.
Of course. Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Just remember that question. Okay, and what's this muscle here?
The subscapularis.
Exactly, subscapularis. So you can see this from this side, right ventrally. You can see, well, all right. You can see it here, and you can see it from this dorsal view as well. Now, here, there's actually, in both cats and humans, there's actually a whole bunch of muscles, so you're getting off easy. What you see here is a huge muscle. This is the splenius. Okay? Splenius. That's a deep muscle of the neck. And that's all that you know. It's the only deep muscle you need to know there. Now, okay? So there's a bunch of, and then if you can disperse again, but here, but not yet. Okay, here there are the deep muscles of the back. Okay, there we go. You want to just get underneath the aponeurosis there, just like that, not under the muscle, okay? And then you can cut along it. No, this is not superficial fascia.
No.
No, this is aponeurosis. So, okay, and then this is just the beginning of removing stuff from here. Okay, so there's 4 muscles here, okay? 2 of them were extra credit today. Actually, if you studied them, you kind of lucked out because they weren't really assigned.
The longissimus and the
I
spinous.
didn't assign them.
Spinal. The spine.
So
Spinalis
some people studied
dorsi.
everything, and so then they got them. But I don't know. Did I tell you to study the deep muscles of the back, or maybe I did? I don't think I did. Anyway, okay. So what you have here, you can see 2 muscles right away. That's this one and this one. Okay, that's the spinalis dorsi.
And then the
This is
ilio.
this is the longissimus or longissimus dorsi.
Longissimus.
Okay, all right. Okay, what you don't see is the iliocostalis.
The iliocostalis is closer to the ribs.
Okay,
correct?
now, yes, it is, of course. Yes. Okay. You don't. Okay, what happens is what you're seeing here, all of this, this and this and this and this. This is another serratus muscle, just like this one, right? This is a continuation of the serratus ventralis. See here. Okay, this is okay. So this is the serratus ventralis. Okay. Well, just like this one's serrated, so is this one. But the muscle fibers are not as long.
So that's just.
But see, this is it here. This is the serratus dorsalis.
Serratus.
So this is ventralis because it's more ventral, and this is dorsalis. Now, the iliocostalis is underneath, right? It's deep to yes, to the dorsalis. So I want to get underneath it, like this. Well, okay. And you have to kind of do it little bit by bit. See that? Now you're seeing the iliocostalis. It doesn't. It may not impress you much. See, if you do that, you don't see the iliocostalis because you have to actually get between this fascia here and this. You have to get between them. There. See? That's the trick. Okay? Now you see. Now you can reflect the muscle, or fold it over. That's reflecting the muscle. Okay? So all of this is serratus dorsalis. Now you might say, "Oh, you broke it. Look, you broke it." But no. Okay, these are 2 separate flaps. This is one flap, and it's the same in us humans, and this is another flap. Anyway, but just before we move on, what's this again?
Spinous.
Yes, and this.
Longissimus.
And this.
Iliocostalis.
Good. So, what you have here in the cat, you would call this the serratus dorsalis anterior and the serratus dorsalis posterior, right? Because the cat is a quadruped. But in us humans, it would be like this. Okay, so for the camera there, okay, it would be like that. So now you don't call it the serratus dorsalis, you would call it the serratus what? What? Posterior, all right? Serratus posterior, and this would be serratus posterior what?
Superior.
Right, and this?
Inferior.
Okay? And they play a role in breathing, in inhalation. These in inhalation, these in exhalation. So they have opposing actions. You think it's funny to see your cat sitting, don't you? What?
Sticking the tongue out.
Tongue is out.
Oh, its tongue is out.
Freaking.
Gross.
Okay.
We should call it freak.
It's not freak.
Okay. Those are the deep muscles of the back. So now you can go and do your stuff.